Well, on this snowy January Tuesday, what better things to do than to make a video about real estate, right? Hi there, I'm Stevenson with REMAX, and in this video, I'm going to give you a quick explanation of the RECO Information Guide. The RECO Information Guide is a new tool used by all Ontario real estate agents to explain your options before you decide whether to work with one of them or on your own. It should be the very first document that you are given. The reason this guide exists is because of the newly implemented law called Trust in Real Estate Services Act, or TRESA, which came into effect on December 1st, 2023. TRESA regulates how real estate agents and brokerage must act in the province of Ontario. Now keep in mind though, that this is just an information guide and it is not a contract. Now take myself as an example. There are two ways you can choose to work with me. Either by signing a contract with myself and my brokerage to fully represent your rights and interests, or you can choose to represent yourself. Let me explain the difference. When you sign a contract to hire myself and my brokerage, you'll benefit from undivided loyalty, disclosure, confidentiality, and we will try to avoid conflict of interest. You'll also benefit from our expertise, guidance, and knowledge when navigating the complex world of real estate. On the other hand, if you choose to represent yourself, we can't really do much for you except to give you basic public fact. Nothing more. We cannot help you with any paperwork or give you any opinions or guidance. You are really on your own. Now, of course, you have the option to change your mind at any time, but if we start working together as a team, it will make the process much smoother and overall a better experience for you and I. Now, continue watching this video if you believe you'll want to hire us. Excellent choice. I'm going to walk you through the next steps. In order for us to work together, whether as a seller client or as a buyer client, you'll need to enter into a formal agreement with myself and my company, having myself as your designated representative. Our brokerage has chosen the designated representation model, which means I can fully promote and protect your best interests. Now, in this agreement, we will set out the length of the engagement, the scope of services, payment amount and terms, expiry date of the contract, as well as termination provisions. Each one of these is explained in the guide and further explained in the contract that we will be signing. You and I will discuss each item when we go over the representation agreements so that you will understand what each term means. Two things I do want to point out though that are in this guide. Number one, our contract always contains the holdover provision. This is a clause that protects us against certain situations where we are cut out of the commission if our representation agreement ends in the middle of our dealing with you. Such as if a buyer that we brought saw the home a day before contract expiry and they decide to wait a couple of days before making an offer. Number two, in regards to multiple representation, since my brokerage has chosen the designated representation model, multiple representation will only happen if I represent both buyers and sellers personally. Or if I represent two or more sets of buyers, you will have the rights to refuse this arrangement, and it is best to let me know upfront. That way, we can decide together what the best approach is before the situation arises. Finally, the information guide also mentions the term open offer process. The Trust in Real Estate Services Act has opened up what's allowed to be shared during an offer process. Sellers now have more power to instruct their agents to disclose certain information in the offers. This decision can also change during the offer process so that an initially closed bidding may suddenly become an open process. Now, if you are a seller client, we will discuss the benefit and risks of disclosing offer content. And if you are a buyer client, We will also discuss what we can do if the seller decides to disclose certain contents of our offer. Now, after watching this video, now will be a good time for you to take a closer look at the information guide and let me know if you have any further questions that I can clarify for you. I hope this video helps. If you're ready to proceed, you just need to sign the acknowledgement and date on the very last page of the guide and then send it back to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I truly look forward to working with you. Take care. Bye for now.